Hey everybody, thanks for watching Try Hard. But did you know you can watch this live every Monday night by being a first member on roosterteeth.com? From what I understand, there's some kind of free trial thing you can click. It's free for 30 days. And so that's like 4 or 5 episodes of Try Hard if you're lucky. And you can also catch the after show Try Harder, which is exclusive for first members on Rooster Teeth. So go do that and support Game Attack and everything we do. Something pretty cool.
Yeah.
I downloaded the Reddit app, and so now I'm a Redditor.
You did it.
Good job.
Welcome.
Yeah.
It's a great source of information.
I know it's weird because when I got on Reddit, this is kind of scary and kind of messed up, but it just kind of like tells you how things are now.
Yeah.
But Reddit it's internet news.
Yeah.
Like
it's just especially once you get like all of your like subreddits and stuff like subscribed and stuff.
You got it customized for you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But then it just aggregates everything from around the the
shit that you care
internet
about.
in your interests.
Yeah.
It's like
I think what I mean, I'm not sure if you understand exactly what I'm saying, but like if you go to usatoday.com,
Yeah.
like very similar headlines
Yeah.
between that and what's at the top of Reddit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, our news is great. Yeah,
Yeah.
like they'll pull. Then that's what
Yeah.
that's what made me fall in love with Reddit, because Sam kept talking about how great it is, and like I liked the specialized interest stuff because that's
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Of course.
But the just daily convenience, I'm like, I know more about what's going on in the world by being a Redditor than I did before, because I just every day I swipe and I'm like, huh, and like even if I just look at the front top shit, like I like fucking today Carrie
Yeah.
Fisher died, like what the fuck.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, like you would have seen that on news, but like I was just thinking, like I guess you could customize your Reddit to like pull international news as well.
Yeah, I have
probably
international.
stuff you wouldn't see.
Yeah,
on
well, and also
news
like
sites.
you just
Yeah.
the only thing is you kind of have to assume there is a slightly liberal bias with most of Reddit.
Oh yeah, totally.
So
well,
it's
unless
like
you
you
go
keep
there,
that-
they have like
Well, yeah,
our
yeah.
right wing and all that stuff.
Yeah,
So.
but yeah, I mean that's what. There's one that I think it might just be BBC and World News, but you can get those too. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know I have those on mine, so I can see all the stuff that's happening elsewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
it's-
Yeah.
it's like I would go. I'm now finding I go to USA Today to find stuff that's like stuff on Reddit, because I don't want to read about real news, because it's like, oh, a new school got shot up, or like some guy drove this truck into this
Yeah.
market again. Oh god.
Yeah.
So,
But you know what the
but
best
now
part
Reddit's
is?
now nice and happy.
Because you can get this headline, and if you want to know more information about it, you can just go to the comment section, and someone has dug up. So like always the top comments, like all the work has been done for you. Even if like they'll cite, like even if you don't want to read the article, they'll cite the most important parts of the article for you. And then you're like, you have a question, you're like, oh, I wonder what this could have mean. Somebody's like, I did some digging, and this means that actually this, and it's even more. And it's like,
and
Yeah,
the
it
community
gets-
has pushed that
Yeah,
up
right up
to
the top.
because they respect that work that somebody has done
Especially-
already.
Yeah, I mean, you get the occasional bias things where somebody fact checks, like, there was a lot of that with Bernie Sanders, where it was people would fact check, and it wouldn't be like damning or anything, but it'd be like, oh yeah, he's probably not going to win. Here's the reasons why, and then everyone's like, "You're the fucking worst."
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't go up top; it goes down below. But
So the
It's good.
arrows are it's literally
Up and down.
pushing up
Yeah,
or
it's up,
pushing
both
down.
well,
down.
I know you
Yeah.
can filter your comments.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can filter how you do anything. Like you can look for like
just the
what's
newest,
the
which helps
newest, the
sometimes.
highest up, or the highest upvoted, or you could even do like I think trending is what it is, or hot.
Yeah, or hot.
That's,
Yeah, or
that's the ones that are
controversial.
rising like real fast, and so
Yeah.
you can customize your experience. It's really really cool.
Yeah, I took my Facebook shortcut and put it into my shortcuts folder.
Mm-hmm.
I have 4 things on my phone. It's got like 4 things or 3 things. It's Chrome, Facebook, Twitter, and then my shortcuts tab that opens up to like apps I use commonly. I downloaded Reddit, put it in Facebook's place. I took shitty
shit.
Facebook. I put it
Nice.
right
Good
into
job.
that
Do
shortcuts
you get to the
folder.
Game Attack subreddit?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only one I've subbed to
Yeah,
so
we
far.
we need to. I try and use it a little bit, answer questions. I talked to somebody. Apparently,
I didn't even know the Game Attack subreddit had
yeah, I
one.
made it.
Yeah. It's got
Look at you.
we've got a logo
We
and
had
everything.
something
Oh,
too.
cool. I'll
Like
hop
somebody
in
the
there.
other day posted there that the last 2 tryhards, the audio versions didn't go up on one of the apps, and
Yeah.
so try and look into that stuff. I read it. So
Well, yeah, I'll hop
use
in
it, everybody.
Yeah,
use
yeah,
it.
definitely use it.
So I'm glad that you're enjoying like the whole Reddit experience, but now you're gonna get to go deep into Reddit, all right? There's
anals.
there's a saying that there's a subreddit
Yeah,
for
the
anything,
angles.
right?
Uh-huh.
And
It's true.
how I found that this was true. Like Sam originally told me about one of his favorite subs, which is Birds with Arms, and that's just just
Photoshop
some birds with
Yeah.
arms. But I was in some thread, I don't remember, somebody put a link, and to link it, you just see /r/ and the name, so you
Okay, yeah.
automatically know that that's a subreddit, and it just says dragons fucking cars, and I was like, and sometimes they have these weird euphemisms, and so so I'm like, click.
Yeah,
No, it's exactly what you think. It's just pictures of dragons fucking
Yeah.
cars
Yeah.
that people draw and put up there.
And there's because our trees is about marijuana, so our marijuana enthusiast is just about trees.
As well, botany
Like,
and like
it's just
yeah.
all
Nice.
it's nothing. It has to do.
is
nothing to do with
the
weed.
r/subject, is that like kind of like a not an honor badge, but like official thing? Like, what makes it r/, like what is?
Well, you
Because
just
that's
create it.
that's how you do the URL. If you just type in
Okay.
Reddit /r/ whatever news or anything like that, that's just
gonna-
part of
it's
the
gonna
URL.
take you there.
So because that's where I don't even really go. I mean, I go to the front page on my phone, but usually when on a computer, I just go directly to
to the subreddit
subreddits
you want to see. Yeah. And so,
it's,
dude,
I mean, it's good. It's a great place for a lot of shit. But really, I think it's super useful for finding out information that's really hard to find in like Amazon reviews and shit, because you can usually find somebody who's like, yeah, I own that product, and then they'll just like either they'll say some shit, or you can just send them a message and be like, yo, I saw you own this thing. Is it worth buying? And then they'll just give you a breakdown on it. I've done that a lot with buying, shit. I'm like, I don't know if that's fucking worth it. So like,
More of
especially
like a-
shit for like looking for beds, because if you look at bed reviews on the internet, they're all fucking
Oh, yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
All of it
Yeah,
is
every
just
single one.
fluffy hash. So there's one in there
Sam's
called like the
serious about his
Science of
beds.
Sleep or something like that. It's like our Science of Sleep,
Uh-huh.
and that's just all about like, these pillows are dank, y'all. Like, trust me, they're
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
pillows, shit like that. So
It's a more believable resource for
'cause it's
maybe
actual
larger buys.
people. Like, maybe they're not actually good review writers, but still, it's somebody who's bought the fucking item and can tell you about it.
yeah.
Rather
Yeah.
than like replying to an Amazon review and be like, "Oh, I hope he answers me."
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly. So
Dude, a habit I have now too, one of my favorite things on Reddit is that now whenever I am into a game, I instantly /r/ and I put in the game's name and I go and I subscribe.
Yeah.
Because the communities on Reddit are usually so much fucking better than the actual games communities on like their forums and stuff.
Just the
So,
format
like,
alone seems so much easier as far as interacting.
well, anything
and
seriously
talking about
cancerous
shit.
gets pushed down so fast that you don't really have to see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I will say some aren't that way. Like Path of Exile is weird because in game, great community, especially compared to stuff like Diablo.
Uh-huh.
The subreddit is fucking tons
Is
of
it really?
assholes. It's
Really?
weird. Yeah, like people would just be like, what does that gym do with this support gym? And then they'll get like 20 downvotes. And it's like, what the fuck did that guy do? Ask a question?
Yeah.
It's
Wait,
weird.
this
Yeah.
isn't League of Legends.
It's weird,
Yeah,
and it's
like-
not even like elitist. It's like everybody knows it's a problem, and it sucks because the devs and everything from Grinding Gear Games are super active, and it, like you can ask any question, and they show up like in, I don't know, like 30% of the posts if you have a question that nobody else
Yeah,
answers.
yeah.
They're there and they answer it. It's incredible.
That's
But
awesome.
The community's like shit though. They're
Yeah.
just assholes. They downvote everything.
Welcome to Reddit. There's also a fun mini game is can you be funny enough to get gold?
Oh yeah. I'm still a new kid.
I just
That-
learned.
this too is
Yeah.
way above my head. I'm not quite ready. I'm not quite ready.
I see what you did there, but
Reddity.
it's not gold worthy.
Yeah.
That is not. You get Reddit
Oh,
silver. You get
fuck
you get
you.
Reddit silver, and
Okay.
you'll learn what that is.
All right.
But yeah, it's good. I mean, I just lurk and look at shit. I don't really comment.
I do. I
much.
post all the time. I love it.
Of course.
Sorry,
Okay,
this
thanks.
transition isn't smoother, but like you just brought up games. I think it's time for Game Attack Game of the Year time talk.
Dude,
Stupid
oh, we didn't
shit.
talk about
before we're gonna. By the way, welcome to Game Attack. We haven't even done
Oh
that
yeah,
yet.
hey
Craig's
guys,
not
we-
here.
Welcome to Try Hard. Craig's not here because
Horrible
he's
meth addiction.
Yes,
Yeah.
he got the meth. It's like a thing.
much.
So we're just chilling. We didn't record live this week because it's an awesome Christmas holiday, which
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll end up talking about too.
See, and that's what I wanted to start out with before we get into the
Okay,
game of the
let's
year.
do that.
Well, it's
but
also-
if you're watching, please like the episode, grow the show, watch the
Do
whole
that.
thing, put it on the background, listen to it. We're really trying to grow this masterful project of ours. And if you're listening on iTunes, give us 5
That's
fucking
5 stars.
Yeah.
Not 4, although we'd accept it, but 5 stars.
3.5.
Look at that. No, that shit.
That's the
Only
opposite
5.
direction,
All
Sean.
right.
Damn it, we're grasping this ever so slowly. Also, we're almost at 75,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is our goal for the end of the year. There's only a couple days left, so
Yes.
tell a friend. That's
Yes.
like that would be people like we get messages like, what
Hit
do you
the
want for
little bell
Christmas? And,
button.
like, people send us cool stuff. Like I got this awesome little like ornament Yoshi and shit like that. You know what we really want for Christmas? Force a friend to subscribe to our channel.
We've said this before, but we don't just want that number 75,000. We want you to warmly invite people who you think will enjoy the content.
Exactly.
Don't just tell your friends to press that sub
Right.
button. Be like, hey,
You gotta sneak it on them.
Yeah,
you gotta be
I-
like, look at this video. It's so funny. They talk about dicks a lot.
oh yeah, that one's funny too. Like,
nobody-
actually, all of them are funny. Watch it, you idiot.
Nobody hates dick talk.
Yeah,
so
so good. Anyways,
Hey, so there's something I wanted to tell Sam about because he's gonna get a kick out of it. And,
ready for this shit.
Well, first of all, have you been like secretly like trying to influence my daughter without me knowing?
I've thought about it.
give
a
her the
lot.
drugs.
I know. No. God, no.
Okay.
So
Not that Sam
this-
is a crackhead or anything.
This actually happened the other day. We were doing dishes, and Kira likes to help out. And she's like, Daddy, I want to do the dishes. And she was like, I'm gonna be an independent little lady, and she was like scrubbing them and shit. She's telling me not.
Yeah.
And so I go up, and I go to get it, and she turns, and she goes, I've got it, Chad James.
Oh.
And I was like,
oh,
what did you just say?
damn. Eat
Like,
that
that is awesome.
shit,
I was
dude.
like, so one, she rarely uses my name. She obviously knows my name. But on the off chance she does use my name, she said Chad. But out of nowhere, that was such a fucking
is
Sam
dope.
thing to say. She first
So
name last name.
sick.
She Chad James'd me.
Yeah,
Like,
that
and
is
I was
awesome.
like,
Wow.
I got this, Chad James.
April cracked the fuck up. And she was
Yeah.
just
I
like,
imagine.
oh,
Yeah.
She was like,
I
Sam's gonna get a
been
kick
on
out
the
of that.
floor.
Does
Oh, yeah.
Does April like if you do something like really foolish or stupid or asshole-ish, what's your middle name? Jim?
Paul.
No, Paul.
Okay. Chad Jim James. So it's like-
Chad Paul James.
Yeah.
Does she
I have
pull
three first names.
does she pull Chad Paul James out on you?
No.
Ever?
No, but if I did something, like if I screwed something up, she will Chad James me.
Okay.
So that's probably his fault.
Do you
Yeah,
think
no doubt.
think that she might have heard April say that?
No.
Okay.
Like, I mean, she just knows that's my name. She busted it. Like, April rarely does that. And, like,
Well, it's just also Chad James rolls off. Like, it just rolls off.
James.
Like, I mean, it just comes
It's
out.
like Slim
Chad
Jim.
James. Yeah. Yeah. It just happens.
It's like
I wish I had
Can't
a
think of
recording.
anything else.
Like, it
Yeah.
was so funny. And, like,
That's awesome,
the
though.
sass with it, too. It was, I got
I
it,
can
Chad
imagine.
James. And I was just like,
God, that's dope, dude.
it's just like it's just her saying you can back the fuck up now, but in
Yeah.
like a nice childish way.
well, because he fucking spread it everywhere.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
when we would skate back in the day, you know, he'd always, you know, oh, Chad James,
Yeah.
right? And so he and our friend Manoj, like, he started it with Manoj, and they both would be like, oh, Chad James. I would meet people for the first time that was a skater, but Manoj knew fucking everybody. And
Yeah.
so he'd go skate with people and stuff. And so I would literally meet somebody who's like, oh, yeah, hey, I'm Aaron. And I'm like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Chad. He's like, Chad James? And I'm like, God damn. Like,
Nice.
Everybody called him Chad James.
yep. And it's spread to the community now. Like, we were doing, God, one of the videos. I think it wasn't Mario Party or... It was like Frog Climbers or something like that. And it was just like, so I was like, fucking Chad James. And I'm like, God damn it. And
Yeah.
now,
It's
it's
like-
gone to the internet.
It's also still an ingrained habit for me when people say, like, oh, how, like, my parents will be like, how's Chad doing? And, like, we don't know any other Chad. It's the only Chad. I'm still like, oh, Chad James? Like, I just, like, I confirm it in there. I'm like, just get it. It's Chad James, okay?
I have long accepted it and just embraced it. Speaking of which, I got a bunch of streaming shit for Christmas. That was like it. Because, like, I never know what to do for Christmas because I'm a fucking adult. And if I want
Yeah.
something, I save for it and buy it.
Yeah.
So, like... You know, I was thinking about it, and like I wanted to do streaming for a long time, and I did like really budget ass streaming back. We played like some Path of
Yeah,
Exile
yeah.
or some shit.
Like streaming directly from your PS4
Yeah,
twice a week, Tuesdays and Sundays on twitch.tv/Sean McClain.
that was a
like
good- that was a good plug right
Like
there.
a poor person stream, stuff like that. Yeah, what's up? Subscribe.
No,
now.
I literally was actually streaming just my computer screen. I didn't even do it from like anyway.
Yeah.
So that's what I got for Christmas, and I
Some streamy stuff?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
So
Like some lights and shit?
I got microphone.
What kind of mic you get?
Oh, dude, it's pretty badass. I forget the name of it already, but it's like I did a ton of research, but still in like budget. I was like, this needs to be like around like $100 microphone. But like,
Yeah.
I've got a lot of experience with the Yeti that we have here, and like I really don't like the quality of the Yeti, and so like really dug into it. Found
That's
it
usually
badass.
what I see a lot of people say is you get the Yeti Pro or whatever it is.
See,
That's
and like we had a Yeti
120.
Pro for like a week or some shit, and like I don't know, but so I was like, I want to get like a budget but good, like good for the value home setup. So I'd done like a ton of research before I put together a list. So I got a microphone with a little tiny mixer. So that I could pull it in, and then I got an Elgato HD60, so that if I need to pull in some game stuff, I can do that. And then I found this kit. I haven't opened it yet. I'm just crossing my fingers that it's not just complete trash. But it was a set of 4 studio lights and a green screen for like $70, right?
Let's see.
And so, like, I mean, they're not LEDs, but whatever.
Yeah.
And, but, I was like, but they come with soft boxes, and it's 4 sets. So you can
Yeah.
light the green screen properly or whatever, but also like lighting for a camera.
course,
and so
yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'll throw that on the list
Yeah.
and see. So my parents got that for me, which is really nice. And so I'll bust it out and see if it's just like
What are you gonna stream?
anything. Like so, but the reason I tied into this was I have like my Twitch user Screw Attack Chad, but like I figured if this is gonna be a personal thing, I should not associate it with that.
Yeah.
So my Twitch name is Chad_James. I just fucking embraced it. Yeah, somehow that was available.
We had a guy in high school named Matt Way.
Matt Way.
His name
You
was
call him
Matthew Way. So
Yeah.
we just call him Matt Way.
Matty Way.
Yeah.
Matty Way.
Just Matt Way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like valedictorian and everything, and he
Yeah.
probably he was like one of my best friends. He like makes like 6 figures doing stuff now. He's
No way.
Yeah. Way. Way, Matt Way.
I thought
Yeah,
that was their
man.
word.
He's like,
No
like
way.
those smart people that like work really, really hard,
Yeah. Oh.
and then they make great grades, and then they like get a great scholarship, and they don't fuck up their lives, and they get a great degree, and then
they
they find a
don't.
great job, and they work hard their whole life, and then they make great money.
Kind of
Got
like
it.
Matt
He
Pat,
paved
but
the way.
not on the internet.
Yeah, like Matt Pat, but not on the internet.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like I've only met like 3 or 4 people like that in my entire life.
I know one guy like that, and it's not like annoying. I guess it's jealous inducing a little bit.
Yeah, because
But
it's like
he's just like he's a pharmacist, and he does like off hours, and like I don't know him that well. He's just
What are
a
you gonna
friend
do,
of a
like,
friend, but still, it's like
damn,
I've known him for a while now.
You worked
and-
hard
yeah.
for what you wanted, and then you got it.
Yeah.
Like you got everything you deserve. Oh,
We'll see.
Yeah, it's just like he went like he's like I got a doctorate, and we're like okay, and then he's like 3 days after college, he's like I'm getting 120,000. I'm like fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Well, and it's rare when you see like somebody who has their own personal drive to do that. That's like, this
Yeah.
is what I'm gonna do. Because I had a friend, and this is how you don't do it. If anybody like your parents now, you're gonna be parents. I watched this firsthand with my friend. Don't fuck up your kids. So I had a buddy. I had a buddy.
Good tip.
Yeah. Well, here's how you fuck him up. Like, because they're like, he needs to get good grades. School is very important. Yada yada. They like regulated his life.
Oh,
If
really?
he was not making all A's, then he could not literally do anything for like until the next report card came out. He could not hang out with friends. He
Yeah,
could do
yeah.
anything like that
Until it was remedied.
Yeah, they had him on saxophone lessons since he was, really little. And so that was part of his thing. He couldn't like hang out with friends if he didn't meet a certain amount of practice. Like they had this dude, and of course he was killing it with like straight A's. He never like acted out. He had like, it seemed like, life was like
Oh, yeah.
really in line.
But then you get the
Then he
taste.
hits, yeah.
Yep.
So then he hits like towards the end of high school.
Yeah.
And that's when the tipping point hits, and that's when it's like, I'm an adult. Fuck you. Like, he just realized, like, you burned, like, so much of my childhood. Like, I'm going to go have some fun. So, Sam, you remember when we went to that barn party? Where we were trying to get to that barn party?
Yeah.
Because
I remember
my
that.
buddy, he was on his, like, wild kick, So he calls me and he's like, dude, this is barn party, like, out on, like, the boondocks of 407 or
They got
whatever.
on Webb Chapel or something
So-
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I tell them, I'm like, you guys want to go? And they're like, yeah, sure. And so, like, we go there, and we get pulled over just because the party had already been busted. So we're going there, and his dumb fucking brother drives up the hill. Like, you see flashing blue and red lights over the next hill where you're going, and I'm like, turn around. And he's just like, whoop, 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 right over the hill. I'm like, fuck. And so I'm like, I group mentality thing, so I'm like, I'll go. So
Yeah.
we all get pulled over. I'm the only one that gets searched. Fucker. But, like, everything's fine, but then they're just like, you're gonna be glad I stopped you. We just crashed that party. There was underage drinking there, and it's like, oh, no.
No.
Thanks for telling me, officer. I sure wouldn't have wanted to been in that situation. See you later. So then I go and I call him and I'm like, yo, you're right. And he's like, yeah, man, dude, the cops busted in. I just like running through a field, and he's giggling his ass off, right? I'm like, what's going on? He's like, there's this barbed wire fence, but it's dark and no one can see it. So I'm just watching kids just fucking hit it as they run from the cops.
Nice.
I'm just like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, then he went off and he said he'd call us back, and we found him like, an hour later. He was at some other party. But like, I don't know what happened to that guy. But I know that he was on the path to do some crazy shit.
So
Like,
he might have swung around though. You don't know.
he
But
might have swung around, but I think
a lot of
before he
times
could have
that's
swung
all
around.
you need to have is a little good fun, and then you're done.
Well,
You're
see,
like,
like
okay.
tempered fun is good. The problem is when you restrict fun for a long time, when they start
Well,
getting a little
you
taste
try and
of it,
cram it
then
in,
like,
yeah.
so because
It's
I
like
had,
edging.
It's like
suppression.
But then the
binge
floodgates
eating.
go.
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
blast everywhere. But see, like, because like for me, I was always like, whatever, I got into some trouble when I was younger, but I always would go out and like do things and have fun and whatever. And like, but that's why, when there were times where people were like, would you like some hard drugs? I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to go down that
Yeah.
path, so don't worry about it. But see, like for someone like that, I could totally see it's been like, welcome, you're having fun now, right? He's like, yeah. And it's like, you want to do heroin? He's like, fuck, why not? Like that's
Yeah.
it's always the risk you run.
Anyways, back to streaming. What kind of games? And what kind of games would you stream?
So definitely some fighting game stuff.
Yeah, I figured so.
And man, oh god, we did G1 Game Days the other day. They're doing Third Strike. Oh, I'm rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I haven't been playing Third Strike at all.
Yeah,
It's all
I
been
know.
Overwatch, and I've been on a KI kick lately for fighters. So, I'm rusty as fuck.
And you're playing WoW too, right?
Yeah, I
I
haven't
heard
played.
Legion's dope as fuck.
Legion's good.
Yeah.
I haven't played in a couple, probably a month and a half.
I never really hear you ever talk about games anymore. I remember. I know you play a shitload of Overwatch, and I see you play KI and Smash all the time. But like, what do you play at home?
That's pretty much what I'm playing right
fighting
now.
games and Overwatch?
Yeah, it's like KI, Overwatch, and then I'll play some WoW because I'm back super casually. That's basically it. Like Sam and I played some Overwatch last night.
Yeah.
And fucking lost.
Yeah, I started
God
playing
damn.
the last 2 days. I've started playing it again. I haven't played since Anna came out. Like right before Anna came out was the last time
It's
I actually
Anna.
played Anna. Sorry, right before. Man, Overwatch too. Everybody with that whole Tracy's gay thing. I was like, I've been saying it the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I knew.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to have sex with her now.
No, you
Yeah.
took their digital waifu
Yeah.
away, you sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Hey, I just immediately
Are
went
you
to
just
this.
about to be like, which video game figure do you want to fuck?
No, I was. The answer is Zarya, but actually, it's what video game character would you want to get fucked by? And the answer is Zarya.
Sorry, yeah.
But I mean, Tracer being gay isn't going to stop that porn of Roadhog just plowing her tiny little
No, no,
ass.
no,
like-
no.
Oh, Rule 34 Overwatch? That's a subreddit.
Is it? Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
They go crazy with that. God, that got it was some Overwatch thread, and somebody made some joke about someone's ass, and like and like, our Rule 34 Overwatch, and I'm like, click, because it's the internet, and I'm an
Yeah.
adult, and I can look whatever I want.
And you can jack off to whatever you want.
Yeah, I can. But so I go, but they don't fuck around because like Blizzard released the models.
Yeah,
so
they
like,
are not playing.
they do not
Yeah.
fuck around.
Yeah.
Like it
I
is
love
like
them
movie
naked
quality.
yeah.
Like if you want-
Maze just no pants on. Oof.
Yeah, it's like for some reason, Genji's there and he's, a robot, but like he's for some reason, got a fleshy dick just popping out.
Yeah.
And he's just plowing Widowmaker like right in the ass, and you're just like, damn, man, like someone spent time on this. Like knowing 3D animation, I was
Yeah.
joking Torian, I'm like, you can go kill it over
Yeah,
there. man.
dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
if I was
sure-
Torian, I'd be like,
Dude, I'm pretty
Jeez,
sure
I'm making-
those
I'm
people
making this
have to
porno.
take commissions too.
you think so?
I imagine in that, like, because I know usually in niche fetish stuff,
There's a private
commissions
sector,
are
yeah.
big, and like, there's a lot of money in those kind of commissions. Same
Yeah, I
thing
wonder,
for, like,
dude.
Weird, like, I know there's a huge subcategory on Amazon for smut, and they're like 50-page smut novels of, it's like billionaire shape shifting is humongous and shit tons of money in it.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? What do you mean?
E-publishing,
Yeah,
right?
e-publishing. Yeah, people like they write smut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, we
but-
talked about that. What,
yeah.
what was the billionaire shapeshifting?
That's a
shit?
specific category.
What do you mean by like?
It, like blend Twilight, like werewolf meets 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, there you go.
Like you have a billionaire who is a werewolf, or a billionaire who shapeshifts.
It has to be a billionaire.
That's like
That seems like the weirdest thing.
filthy,
It's like
filthy
Batman-
rich.
Batman.
But that's the same thing as 50
no, but-
Shades of Grey. The whole thing is
Yeah.
because the guy's rich. If he was poor, that book just would have been like, it would have been like chapter 2, I've pressed charges.
Huh? I mean, I
Yeah.
guess I could see from like the I give you whatever you want fantasy thing, but like, I don't know.
I don't know why.
Money doesn't come into it for me. We're like, my dick doesn't care about money. Like I can see like from the perspective
Yeah,
of like,
I mean-
listen, I just want to watch a wolf fuck a girl, and like,
but
be
we
like,
haven't
that's
really-
weird, but
That's
like
furry stuff.
at least
Yeah.
I can understand.
Society hasn't really exoticized the rich playgirl billionaire taking care of the lonely male reporter yet. You know what I mean?
If I could
that's
find,
true, but I mean,
like,
like-
a billionaire Harris, like super hot. Oh,
Yeah.
But like he's talking about, like I could like maybe
I would
relate
join
on.
it. I'd jump aboard.
See the level of like see the wolf fucker girl, right? And it's like that's messed up, but whatever, that's fine. If that's what get you off, fine, sure,
Not messed
go
up.
for it. All right, I mean Sean,
Yeah, I
like
know.
that's cool.
It's-
But like, but it never like if and that's fine. But then like
That's a
even
new
if,
avenue.
But if that
Go
was
ahead.
my thing, I'm not gonna be like, How much is he worth? Because this shit
But
ain't working
also,
unless I know
Yeah.
he's
keep this in
packing a
mind
cool
too.
bill.
Keep this in mind
You know?
too. We're going back to 50 Shades of Grey. Him being a billionaire is pretty much the entirety of it.
Yeah.
Because it's a necessity to
I
that
never read
story.
it.
I haven't either, but that's the story. It's a billionaire playboy who like sticks
I've
fingers.
said
in her
this
butt.
before. I'll say it again. He gets his thumb bloody inside of her vagina with her vagina blood, and then puts it in her mouth, and she sucks her own blood off.
Oh God, I thought you said he was gonna Simba her at first.
Simba her?
You know,
Yeah.
he'd be like, "Now you're alive," and then he just
like,
right on the
She's
forehead.
alive.
You know,
She's alive. He paints he gets the berry juice and rubs it all over her face.
You think there's Rafiki porn? I mean, I bet there is because it's
Oh,
Rule
no
34.
doubt.
But like,
But
that's a fucking weird
Cub
thing.
Nala.
Here's
That'd
the
be awesome.
thing too. Remember,
Oh.
men don't read smut.
That is true.
This is a category pretty much in like I'm sure it's like we would be their 6%. So
Yeah.
you gotta think. Men don't read smut to jack off. It doesn't happen. The most we get is a penthouse letter. That's like the absolute pinnacle of reading during our masturbation time.
Have you ever read? There was this. My neighbor was a trucker, and one time.
Okay, I can't tell if that was the name of a book.
No.
Or,
My neighbor was a truck driver.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, got it.
And like after my dad left, I think my mom like was kind of like romantically
yeah.
involved with them and stuff. But one time I found
Truck stop Sally or something?
I found like dirty truck driver porno pamphlets.
In the woods?
No,
Damn.
just it wasn't in the woods. Sorry to disappoint you, but no, like in my house.
Yeah.
Like after I went back, like later after I graduated high school, and I guess
Yeah.
he had come over. But goddamn, like
If he came over and he brought porn,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't have to say I think.
No,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure he was parked in the
they
truck.
were, the whole thing. But man, that shit was dirty. The only way I can describe it is dirty truck driver porn. Like reading it, I was just like, man, the cab of this guy's truck must smell like cum and ass, because like it was fucking. It's where I got mound from.
Mound.
You know how to say mound?
Yeah, I know. That's one of your,
Yeah.
It is your favorite word
It's my
for the
favorite
female
word.
genitalia.
Yeah. Because like it was about, like some waitress. I remember it. Some waitress like buried his face into my mound. That was the word.
It shaped you.
Yeah,
Seems right.
yeah. And I remember another one
it's
where
a nice descriptive word for
I
that
love
little
it.
bit.
This
of
has had a
literature.
profound impact upon
Yeah.
childhood Sean. Like,
well,
look
like
Well, no, he found it as a teenager, right?
yeah. I think I was. Man, I don't know if I was out of high school or not, but I was older than 15, maybe younger than 20. But like I remember another story. It was so dirty. Like this guy had like his friends over for like a football game, and his wife got drunk and like lined him and all his
blew all
friends
of them?
up and blew every single one of them.
and came on the nachos.
Yeah, it was.
That's the weird shit that I think that
Yeah.
subcategory of people would think about.
Yeah, it was so graphic. I didn't like. I'd read porn on the internet because I was 15
The
and
brow. That was
like-
great. I've read porn on the
Yeah,
internet.
yeah,
I mean,
of course.
please.
but nothing like that. Like not even amateur porn was written so fucking
feel like-
graphic. I was hard as a diamond in an ice storm. But
I feel like probably there's something.
you
Well, I
learn
mean,
that
not that we don't,
that's
but
Ricky Bobby from
our
television.
parents' generation probably had a weird sect of more hardcore porn literature and stories.
There's no internet.
We don't really need them as much. So I think those have, because now we just have hardcore porn that I'm sure is probably way more hardcore than anything else, even just because of technology. Like,
Yeah, 4K.
yeah, I mean, and we're
And VR and shit.
Yeah.
our generation is the first generation to be able to fuck robots. So
yeah. Or fake vaginas, really.
yeah, most of that kind
I mean,
of stuff.
pocket ones that are just like
Yeah.
in a little tube. Anyways, Overwatch. So, you
Get
guys.
into
So Chad stuck with Overwatch. I sure as fuck stuck with Overwatch. Did you? So you said
Yeah,
I
I
remember
bailed out right before Anna came out.
you bailed. You just
Yeah, I just stopped playing cold turkey. I just lost it. I was done playing right like at the beginning of competitive season 1, I think. And I just started playing I think 2 nights ago. I started playing again in just cuz Austin's been bugging me and our old friend John has now switched. He got a gaming PC, so now he's playing. So now that John's on, he was
Yeah,
like,
it was
"Come play
awesome
with
getting to
me."
hang out with them last night.
So I was like, all right, fine. I'll play some Overwatch, and it's fun again. It's really because of the new modes and stuff. I
Yep.
really like 3v3 and stuff, but I don't have the same fire. I don't want to play like all day.
See, my
It's still-
fire's stronger now than it ever was.
Really?
I don't know what happened. Like just the last couple of weeks.
Although there's some characters, I think Symmetra right now way too fucking strong.
Jesus.
Fuck Symmetra.
Well, we had this fucking. Well, she needed a buff because she was like exactly what the patch notes said. Symmetra is a great champion in very specific scenarios.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's like, yes, like I would have my Symmetra maps and be like, ooh, am I on this map in defense? Yes, Symmetra time. And, you know,
Yeah.
like, but now you can just play wherever the fuck you want. And she's there's 1,000 lasers everywhere, and here's gigantic Reinhardt shields that she just fucking throws
Yeah.
out of her ass at people.
I main Zarya now, and so like,
Well, dude, we should play. You play on PS4.
yeah, no, and I'm fucking godlike too.
Wait, yeah, you're playing, with all the...
Hey, that's a bunch of bullshit. Every time I play a PC game with you stupid bitches with mouse and keyboards, I still beat the shit out of people. I make people look like fucking babies.
That's
When we
fair.
played Overwatch that one time, I was playing with the pad. I was still shitting in people's mouths, just like I do on PS4. When we played that Battlefield one, I was shitting in Funhouse's mouth, just like it did on
yeah, but it's
PS4.
fun.
Although I was number 1 in that
Yeah,
Battlefield thing.
but I was like number 2. But yeah, I don't.
Battlefield
I like
isn't- oh, yeah.
honestly, like I don't feel like I'm at a disadvantage because I've played Overwatch on the like on our work account and stuff
Yeah.
a couple of times.
No,
like,
especially not there. You're not at a disadvantage because everybody's playing it.
yeah.
It's if you were playing like and you queued up against PC players consistently, you'd probably feel it.
But yeah, I think they have the mode where it's like rando. It just assigns you random
Every time you
heroes.
die,
Yeah.
we play a lot of that.
But I
love
think
that
playing
mode.
that was like it revoked the
Yeah.
spark because
And it forces you, and also because it's easier to enjoy a loss when you can just be like, well, we got fucked on team comp, whatever, played some fun characters. It doesn't matter as much because you can. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, great, we just started as 3 Winstons in, I don't know, like an Anna and like something that sucks.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not that team's not gonna fucking work, right?
Yeah.
And then the other team is like perfectly balanced to
Yeah, yeah.
defend, and you're
Yeah.
just fucked.
It's
Like,
like,
I mean, if
whatever.
they start, it's like, oh look, they got a Mercy, a Bastion, a Symmetra, a Reinhardt, and like I don't know, a fucking Junkrat and
Yeah.
a Soldier, and you're like, oh, we're fucked. Like,
Yeah.
But also, it forces like nobody. You don't have to get mad at the guy who's maining the 2 people that are maining Hanzo and refuse to switch. It's just random the whole time.
yeah.
It's always Hanzo.
Yeah, well, of course, Hanzo's fucking.
If you're good with the character, he fucks people over, man. But if you suck with him,
And I suck ass with Hanzo.
Really.
Yeah,
I have-
terrible. But
I
just
have the
fucking,
craziest shit.
People
with
need to stop playing
snipers.
them.
When it comes to Widowmaker and Hanzo, I have games where I'm like, I'm a fucking god, and I'm just like laying waste
I have
to
that with
everyone.
Widowmaker,
It's like
definitely.
everything's the best, and then I have another game where I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. Like I
Yeah.
can't hit shit, and I'm just a waste of a team space. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I have that with Widowmaker really hard. There's rarely ever a middle ground. It's like I cannot play it, or I'm just shitting in mouths.
Yeah. Hanzo, like I play Hanzo, and I play him because I'm good. I'm good with Hanzo.
Yeah. Well, and if there's no snipers on the team, and you're at a point where, like, if you're at like Watch Point Gibraltar, it's like, okay, yeah, grab a Hanzo,
Yeah.
sure.
But like Reaper did his teleport like right next to me, and like
Blap.
soup right in the face. It's
Yeah.
just like
I mean, he's a great character. It's just that I think everybody's trying to play him because they see like, oh, look at the people on the high skill curve playing Hanzo.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
because
wanna be
really good
like that.
Hanzos.
One hit.
Yeah, real good Hanzos. They'll brawl with like fucking soldiers,
Yeah.
like face to face, and they'll just be like, plat, done.
Yeah,
Dude,
done.
I
And then
fucking-
here's
It's
a fucking
ridiculous.
dragon.
Yeah.
yeah.
So then everybody just wants to play him because they see like his potential, but nobody's there.
But we could talk about Overwatch forever because we all play it, and we could
yeah,
just
I know.
get real deep. Oh man, and those Christmas skins. Anyway,
Yeah.
I got most of them.
But yeah, no, like I'm gonna start
you.
streaming, and like I'm not gonna set a schedule right now because I have a fucking child and I have another one on the way. So like,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
yeah,
Congrats on that.
yeah, thanks, man. It's gonna be crazy. But we'll see. Like I'm just gonna kind of do it whenever, and just be like, hey, I'm streaming. So like I got all that shit for Christmas, and I spent a bunch of time like, oh my god. Like I can't just like try a thing. I'm like I need to know like how everything works, and so like I was just like before streaming here, like I looked into XSplit and another program which I'm totally blanking on right now, but Brian would know. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
well then I got into OBS. I'm talking way back in the day, the one we used to use for streaming. Yeah, Wirecast. And so like I dug into those, but then I was like, you know what, OBS is really good.
Yeah.
OBS is dope.
OBS is super dope. So I was like, all right, I need to learn about it too because the settings that we currently were using were ones that Craig recommended. Love Craig to death. That man can't PC well. So I was like,
Sure.
all right. So by the way, I got some shit on how to optimize OBS. Like
right,
the
cool.
next time we use that.
Yeah.
we're good. But so like I was doing like all of that, and then I was like, all right, I gotta set up a Twitch channel. I was like, do I want to use my Screw Attack one? I was like, no, make a new one. So then I'm like, I need to make like everything. So I was like, I gotta make a banner. It's like, now I gotta make it, no, I'm not streaming right now thing. Now I gotta make some panels and some more panels. And like, dude, so like I spent like a day pretty much doing all that shit.
Of course,
and getting my mic set up, making sure that works. I haven't done the green screen or lights yet. And I haven't got a camera.
What space are you using? Did you have
So right now,
a
like
19th bedroom?
Yes, pretty much. I'm gonna move it all in there. We have one guest bedroom.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to just fucking throw that bed out.
It's like, sorry, change the plan, sweetheart.
Yeah.
This is
Fuck
my
it.
What
bedroom. It's a
size
studio
bed
now.
is it?
Well, it's queen. It's that one that we've had forever. It was
Yeah.
the real gross one.
Sam slept on it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure I have. Yeah.
But yeah, so we're probably gonna take that and move that to Kira's bed and then save her shit for when the new child is at that level.
The child.
The child.
The new child.
The
You said
child.
new child.
I did because I know it irks you.
No, that was
No,
genuine. That was genuine. The new child.
Listen, I can use
Prophecy.
I can use the word because I have one, and another one on the way.
It's
It's
no
my
child.
word.
We don't even
It's
have.
not your
We
word.
don't even have the right.
It's
to
the new
child.
C word.
That's right. You don't. It is the new C word.
Now that we can say the old one.
Yeah, we're probably gonna rip all that shit out and like then set up the green screen because like I loved like how easy it is to chroma key shit out now. In OBS, you're just
Oh,
like, I'd like to add a filter. Chroma key. That color's fucking gone.
Yep.
So it's just like that's so much less intrusive on a game than a webcam and like having to juggle the blocks and like having this. Yeah. So like I'm just gonna chroma key that shit out and go and stream and have some
I'll
fun.
just keep using my PlayStation camera.
Dude, you can literally go get a sheet of green cloth and tack it behind you.
I know I should do that. I know, because PlayStation camera, it's got a chroma key thing.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Nice.
You just do it. It's awesome.
Yeah. So what I'm probably gonna end up doing is like I'm probably gonna use April's computer to stream my computer,
Nice.
just so that it's way better. Because like I was able to stream Overwatch on like fucking baller settings, like full ultra at 40 frames. But then I'm like, God, like if my PC takes a moment to think it all, like shit's gonna go down, like because it's really tapping right now.
Mine's having a weird issue with it where it has a stutter every now and then. It's really strange.
Did you buy a 1070?
Well,
Is
it's
your-
a
is your
1070.
laptop?
Yeah, my laptop. Yeah.
A lot of 1070s have memory leaks. They're trying to fix them right now.
Yeah, it's got a stutter in it. It's really weird. That's exactly what it feels like too. So that makes sense.
Yeah, I read an article on it the other day. It was like, whoa, like a lot of third party, and I think maybe some NVIDIA ones too. The 1070 technology are having memory leaks,
Yeah,
which
that-
might be why
it
I was having
feels
so
like
much
that.
problems with Vermintide.
Yeah, it feels a lot like that. It's weird.
Man,
Really weird.
God, that shit drove me crazy. Which I love that Vermintide video, man. That came
I
out
know.
so good, and like it was
Yeah.
so much fun to do.
Not
but
very
like,
many views.
Nothing irks me more than like when shit doesn't work properly. I hate it. And so like we're gonna go like my computer does not suck. Like I have a good computer, right?
It's pretty shitty.
No,
dicks.
it's fucking crazy. Like God, that's
You
killing
should
me.
have bought Vermintide on PS4 instead. 'Cause it's better than your computer.
And so like for some reason my computer just hated Vermintide. And like I read a bunch about it and people were like, yeah, the game's really fun, but like some computers just really don't like it. And I was just like, I just want to fucking like every time it was just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse the more it went on, and like it felt like a memory leak to me. So it was like, might have been the card, but anyway.
That's the thing about having a nice computer too. You won't settle for it not working once it's all set up. It's like, nah, I just spent $1,000 in this bitch. It's gonna run this game like it's supposed to, and then you just like spend 2 hours trying to bug fix it
I know,
yourself.
you're like, it's
and-
fucking unacceptable.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I know
Like,
the power
it
is
just
Once
gets under your
again,
skin
like
so
the
fast.
ratio of like you guys gloating to complaining about your PCs is just like
Well,
70-30.
for me, like how often do I do it really? Because when we set up that whole thing, I set up.
I guess
like
you
this
kind
one
of
is just like I have a weird. It's weird. Like
you
it's
kind
just
of talk about how much other people are suffering more than yourself.
Because mine,
I
like,
guess.
and
No,
I
he
haven't.
gloats about
I
his
haven't-
shit all the time.
Yeah, I
Well,
gloat.
no,
I don't
no,
really
no, I'm
bitch
just saying,
much.
like-
but mine, like, I have a weird little stutter in Overwatch, but not. It's just weird. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just living with it. It's like every 5 minutes it'll have like a second where it drops down to 20 frames and it gets back to normal for a while.
Weird.
For like a whole match. It's weird.
Because we're probably gonna start getting. Hopefully, we'll get some PCs and stuff so we can play 4-player games that aren't just
Yeah, I swear if
local
they buy
games.
us really nice gaming
I-
laptops, I'm gonna be Like, motherfucker.
I think they should just get us 3 PS4s, honestly. It's
No.
like, the ratio of
Look at
like,
the shit we play. Like
least- at
70%
least-
of the games we play are Steam games.
Yeah,
at least
that's
push
true.
for PS4 Pros. Come on.
I'm just saying, like, man, it takes so much shit to get those PCs set up. But I'm sure.
Mine
once-
was ready in like a
once they're-
minute.
I
I
guess
just
once
downloaded
they're ours,
OBS
it'll be
and put
easier.
it on. Like,
Yeah.
mine was fine.
If yours was a laptop, man.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Brian and
laptop.
I will suffer through all the pain, and Sam will help too. Like whenever, because that's
Yeah.
what usually happens. It's like, tech shit,
Well,
and then like,
I'll just hide.
It's also
I'll just hide.
it's just setting it up, because every time we try and record shit, and this is you see behind the scenes a little bit, but every time we try and record shit on PCs, we try some new shit with some different software, and of course it takes a while to set up.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
just like
And plus,
like setting up
like we're
any
bringing
of the
like,
software we
people are
use
bringing their own
elsewhere.
PCs in and stuff, and they're all different. So
yeah, it'll all
I mean, think about how many problems we had, like, you know, streaming PlayStation to the PC and stuff like that, and like it's always, whenever you get a new software, you're gonna have to fix it and make it work right. But once you have it right, then it's easy. Ding.
Yep.
Go.
So we'll get it all set and it'll be good. But man, oh god. So I've recently regained the use of my hands.
What'd you do?
what happened?
Jerk off too much?
Well, I mean, obviously.
grip, yeah.
But no, it's trying to fit it around actually.
Oh.
But, no, like, I have gotten a harsh taste of dad Christmas now that Kira's like the age that she is.
Mm-hmm.
I have to build so much shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh
What'd
my
you get?
God.
You get her a little
So she wanted
Playhouse
a
thing?
Well, dude, she wanted a trampoline. She wanted a fucking trampoline. Like she talked
damn
about it for
kids.
ever, right? And like,
Child.
and so it's like, all right, she wants a trampoline, and I'm like,
Did you ever check your home insurance?
shut up
tramps?
about that. We're just not gonna mention that I
Well-
have a trampoline, and if they try and show up, it's gonna magically be in the neighbor's yard.
Well,
all right?
what if your house burns down though?
Well, then you better be. I'm gonna fucking just roast that trampoline over the fire. Just like,
Throw it into your neighbor's yard.
yeah,
Did you have
exactly.
a trampoline inside the house?
Yeah.
We found a frame.
No, that's fucking weird. Must have the wind from the fire. But yeah, dude. So I'm like, all right, well, you know, it'll be one thing like if she opens a box, but then that's not as cool. Like it'd be way cooler if like
It's
there's an
gotta be out
actual
there.
trampoline. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I spent my Christmas Eve night building a fucking trampoline. It's like 4 hours.
At least the weather was nice.
Yeah, except it had just rained. So like everything was wet,
That
and then it was
sucks.
just like, oh god.
So you were out there like late at night doing it?
Yeah. So it took me 4 hours to build that trampoline by
Why don't you
myself.
I would have helped. You could call.
I actually thought about calling
yeah, I would have came over.
you. But I was like, I can do it. But I did have the reserve. I was like, if this is gonna be way too fucking hard, I'm gonna call Sam.
yeah. I would have been
But yeah, no.
Was it glorious when she saw it? What was it like?
Dude, she lost her shit. It was awesome. So at first, like, and this was so like she's 4, so you need to know that. She's going through. She's
like-
opening
she's
the present. 'Cause
14.
she was so like, she's trying hard to be good because she wanted Santa to bring her a trampoline.
Uh-huh.
You know, so like
Yeah.
all this stuff, and like she's telling the elf about it and shit, and like we were already talking about the fucking elf.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
more
like,
than enough.
so she's going through the presents, and like she's so adamant. She says, asked Santa for 3 things. She wanted a trampoline, a necklace, and a headband. And she's like,
headband?
and that was her shit.
Man,
It's so
I
cute.
hope I have a kid that's like that.
Yeah.
I need some. I need stuff you can get at Dollar General. Like, that's like,
And so like she's going through, she's opening all the stuff. She's like so excited that she got the necklace and the headband. Santa knew. Then she's just like, you know, presents are running out, and she's starting to realize, you know. And we told her like a trampoline's a big thing, you know. Might not be. And so she-
kind of
she could
set
tell
her
it.
down a little bit.
Oh,
being
yeah,
like,
dude.
It
So-
may not happen.
Yeah, and so
little
she
one.
started to get a little sad, and like it wasn't more like, you know, she's just kind of like because that was the main thing. I think the reason
Yeah.
the other presents were tempered was because she knew the trampoline was a big fucking
Yeah.
deal. And so then she's like getting kind of sad. I'm like, sweetie, don't get sad. And I was like, well, you know, like a trampoline wouldn't really fit under a tree, you know. And I'm like, record. And like I usually don't do this because
Yeah.
I, you know, I'm like, I'm like, well, where would it be? She's maybe outside. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna go out. She goes, and she's like, like, you know, like the moment of
I
just-
could see her. Like she's so shy
yeah.
and timid. I could see her.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was awesome. And so then she's just like, she's been on that fucking trampoline like every day.
Does it work? Tire her
Constantly.
out though?
No,
Really?
she just keeps going, and then she'll come in. She's like, I'm tired. I'm like, oh yeah. She's like, I'm gonna go back on the trampoline. And she's like,
Yeah,
fucking jumping
I'm
around and
stoked
shit.
too, because the next time we go drinking
Oh,
over at
dude.
your crib,
Yeah.
we get on that
Yeah,
trampoline.
so that's the next question. So is the trampoline like an intermediate trampoline for children, or did you
12
go?
foot.
You went ahead and got the trampoline that will last her
Yeah.
until it's done.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
Because like,
she
no, dude,
gets
fuck that. It's
too
way
big
more
or
expensive to
anything.
do the other. And plus, April found one. Dude, my wife is like the master of like finding like big shit on sale.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Yeah, I think the trampoline only costs us like $100 something. Like,
That's
Damn.
awesome.
yeah.
I always wanted to dig a hole in the yard and bury it so you had like
Dude, I
a
love
floor
those.
surface trampoline.
Yeah, those are really cool, except for like
dope.
until you hit the ground. But I mean, I guess it's the same thing with the other thing.
Well, but
And
you
have,
don't
a
fall an
gigantic
extra 4
4-foot
feet.
hole
Yeah.
in your yard.
Oh man, have y'all ever had a trampoline explode on you before?
No, but let me tell you about trampoline fucking technology.
Okay.
Back in our day, that shit was rough. Like, you guys remember? Like, I never had a trampoline. Sam
we had
actually
one,
did.
yeah. We used to jump off the roof onto it. Shit was dope.
Yeah, but you had like phase 2 trampoline because yours had a net.
Yeah, but it still had scary
Boo,
springs.
you
It did. Oh yeah, it still had
loser.
scary ass springs. I remember that shit.
Yeah, the net was worse because I'd
Chicken
rather
shit.
go off than hit the net and then go into scary
into
springs.
But
Fucking terrible thing.
you remember, there's always like the neighbor kid that had the trampoline, and it's just like it was just the tramp. The mat was all old. It had fallen off like halfway, and like, dude, I remember. There's nothing worse than just like, I'm totally fine with this flip, and then suddenly like one foot's not on the trampoline, and then you just like fucking just eat it and
Yeah.
die. Nowadays, and then they got nets, which was Sam's like, that's smart. Kids aren't gonna fly off the trampoline anymore. They're still get
Yeah.
fucked by those stupid springs.
Yeah.
But you know, whatever.
Bad.
It's getting better. Then somebody was like, that's stupid. Why don't we just make the net on the actual jump thing?
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Really?
Yeah. So all the where the jump mat, where the spring connects to it, and then it pulls out.
Oh, you just hook the net in.
The net flips around it. Yeah. So
Oh,
now
that's
it's
genius.
you can't hit a spring and you
Oh.
can't fly out of it.
Awesome. What, does it have like a little zipper to get in and out? Or
Yes.
Is there, yeah.
There's
Oh.
a zipper to get in and out, and then it has like
Well,
big
look at
support
that.
bars to go up and over to
Yeah.
hold it in place. But it's like,
Oh.
you can't even get hurt on it besides like, you know, landing like weird and rolling an ankle. But it's just
Yeah,
like,
that'll happen.
back in my day, that shit was danger zone. Like, I cut the fuck out of my leg on a spring and like, remember flying off?
Well, yeah. Also, because we used to you get the trampoline wet, you get that extra bounce, and then you get a little soapy, so it's slippery. Oh, that's how you tramp.
Yeah.
We used to do that shit.
I remember us doing that with slip and slides. I don't remember a soap in the trampoline.
You remember we get the hose and we hose the trampoline
remember the
down?
hose.
Yeah.
I just didn't
remember
remember the
doing
soap
it with
part.
soap at least a couple
Anyways, I
times.
was 6 when it happened. Okay, like
Let's listen.
So
Is that how you got your wicked forearm
No,
scar?
that's something different. I'll tell. I don't know if I've even told that story ever before. But anyway, 6 years old on a
honest.
summer's day.
Yeah.
At my house, it sucked to be a kid at my house because I love running around like with my bare feet outside. Like it's like one
Yeah.
of my favorite things. There's sweet gum balls at my house. Have you ever seen those?
Oh, yeah. I know
pain
what
in the
those
fucking
are.
ass,
Yeah. They're if you don't know, they're wood balls with spikes on them. And so like
They're
you can't-
like burrs times like 10 times the size.
Yeah, they're growing on a plant
Yeah.
that must come directly from Satan's dick.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, and there's nothing.
Yeah, they look like
all
a
in our
couple
yard.
demon nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're awful.
Demon.
Yeah.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah.
that's a much better name than sweet gum. Like, what the fucking name that? Like, there's nothing sweet about them.
Yeah.
They just, yeah.
Maybe demon cum balls
you
instead
go.
of sweet
Ah,
gum
that's good,
balls.
yeah.
That's good.
They're awful though.
But yeah, so like we're playing the crack the egg game, okay, and I'm just a babe, okay, and I'm like holding myself on the trampoline.
Great game.
And my sister's friend is jumping and jumping. This bitch is going way too high, like out of control, like 30 feet in the
Yeah.
air. She's
Remember,
just
someone
like-
always gets hurt with crack the egg.
Yeah, yeah. And she's jumping, she's like, one, and like I'm like, wee, I'm having
Yeah.
fun. Like I'm coming off the trampoline, you know, like this high, and then hitting the trampoline, and I'm still holding it, I'm just having a great time. And she's like, she's not that heavy or anything, and she goes, and you know when the T-Rex breaks through the Tyrannosaur paddock and you hear this
Yeah, the wires. Yeah,
like
yeah.
the cables going,
springs broke?
yeah, the springs. A couple of this. It was an old trampoline. You know my home life was like. I got the old hand-me-down trampoline with the
Yeah.
rusty springs, but it was still a dope trampoline. It was like,
They're fucking shooting off everywhere.
yeah. And so like it was like a square trampoline. Like
Oh, those are the squares are the
yeah,
best.
yeah.
That's
It
awesome.
was like a square
It
long
was,
one.
it was a gymnast trampoline.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
took it from. That's what I was saying. They
Yeah,
took it
it
from
was-
a YMCA or some shit. Like,
Yeah.
when they were
It
selling
was an old one, but it was a good big one. And so you hear this like, and like all I see is like me going down, and then I land with my back on all these sweet gum balls. I'm shirtless. It's the country.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like I get up. You know in Call of Duty when like things are like really hazy, like after an
Yeah,
explosion, and you're like, and it's like,
There's
it's
an
like,
earring. Yeah.
I'm like looking around and stuff. And I'm like, oh my back, and I look, and and the net of the trampoline has fallen out.
Yeah.
Like it's drooped, and it's like
the jump mat.
yeah,
part.
the jump mat is down, and I'm like, "Shing," I'm like, oh, and I look up, and there she is, up in the sky. Stunk. And just like
Oh, on you already had them on your
on the
back?
ground. She just goes like,
Oh.
I was just like, I'm crying. Like, apparently my head like hit the railing of the trampoline as I fell off.
Holy
and
shit.
she just goes straight down onto her ass. It was awesome.
Oh.
It was devastating.
So in case
Stories
you
were told.
don't know, because kids are stupid. You ever have rock wars? I did.
Oh, yeah.
we always had
Of
rock
course.
wars.
My dad's old Vietnam helmets.
You had helmets?
Yeah.
You're a smart kid. We just threw
pussies.
rocks at each
yeah,
other.
yeah.
But so Crack the Egg was some stupid game that kids invented back in the day when there were no nets on trampolines. This is very important because it is basically
You do this.
You just curl up in the fetal position and hold on as tight as you can. And it's everyone else's job to bounce you until you break out. And
I thought you were talking
can't
about
hold
rock
it
wars where
anymore.
you just throw rocks at each other.
Yeah,
That's what I was talking about
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, now
that
we're
was just
talking
an
about
example of
crack
how
the egg
stupid
is you
kids
have
are.
to-
yeah.
You have
Because
to
this,
hold you have to hold your legs to your chest, fetal position with your arms,
Yeah.
and then like that's they break, and that's how it's break. Your egg's broken.
I cannot remember a single time when playing, like, this is the way playing Break the Egg always ends. Someone is bleeding or running crying. Mm-hmm. I don't remember it ever ending. We're just like, that was fun. Let's play something else. No,
Well,
never.
It was never, do you want to play another round? It was, it's done. Let's go inside.
Well, usually you can get like one or two and like they didn't have any injuries, but like the way the whole game ends for everyone is someone like, oh my god, dude, because you're just eventually you're double bouncing them and you go fucking crazy and there's no nets. Kids are fucking flying off trampolines, they're hitting the bar, or the worst is like when they do the kablam, like, and they bounce their face off their own knees because they got it right
Yeah.
there and just blood flying. Ugh.
I remember seeing, as far as trampoline injuries, I never had a bad one. Couple rolled ankles, yada yada. I never got banged up too bad though. But I saw a kid. We were at, oh god, it was a long time ago before I met you, Chad. It must have been 11 or something. We were at a friend's house. Someone I skated with at one goal, and he had a trampoline. Really stupid though. It was just in their driveway over concrete.
Oh Jesus.
Sounds great.
Yeah. Anyways, but one of the kids that came over tried to, like, I don't know why he thought he could just like straddle one of the springs, and then my friend said, "Don't do that. It'll pinch you." And he said, "No, it won't. You're an idiot." And then so my friend jumped and it pinched the kid's nutsack. And like they called his parents. His parents came over and had to take him away and shit. I assume it was fucking bad.
It's like a big neighborhood ordeal.
Yeah,
Something.
kind of like it was because they were having like we were all there at his house because they were having like a block party thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
there was like like probably like 8 parent couples there.
Mm-hmm.
That was just like, I can't imagine that now. Oh my god, that would hurt.
Good. Who would do? I mean, I guess he learned a very valuable lesson about
Yeah.
springs and physics.
And
but
then
like,
same trampoline, I remember seeing a kid and we were playing Break the Fucking Egg. And because one thing with Break the Egg is if you get bounced around sometimes, and sometimes you land on your head.
Yep.
But if you keep your chin in, like just keep your chin down,
Yeah.
nothing bad's gonna happen here. This kid's like, "Am I upside down?" And he just gets him, and like he just like the egg is broken. He's straight. And the
egg is
neck,
crippled.
like his neck just bends back.
It was
and,
like a
the
giant
guy-
hand came in and
He was
squeezed
all
him.
like, just laying there like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that shit looked rough, man.
The worst trampoline injury I had was my friend who down the street had the trampoline. He had an older brother, and so we were like really into wrestling at the time
Of course,
too.
yeah.
You know, and so
I knew exactly you were going to
It
go
was
with
like,
the
yeah.
wrestling.
And so, like, we were always, oh, yeah,
Around
we're
that
wrestling,
time.
having fun. And the older brother would come out and he'd be like, yeah, I'll wrestle these kids, you
Yeah.
know, like, and just like, oh, and I will never forget. He legit fucking power bombed me. Like,
That's dope.
He did
Yeah.
the blood. and
That's sick. I want to go do
and-
that right now at your house.
Boom! And like, dude, it hit back and neck, and like, I flew off the trampoline. And I'm not gonna lie, I ran home crying.
Can we just go
That sounds
jump on
fucking
your
awesome.
trampoline right now, dude? I want to go
Dude,
wrestle.
after this, yeah, man.
That's where we do try harder from.
Yeah,
We
just
bounce
try for
it.
the trampoline. That'd be great.
Yeah. The worst I ever got hurt is I had my thigh pinched by the spring really bad and left
yeah.
a giant bruise. But that's not bad. Like, it was whatever. Like,
Yeah,
it was
especially
just-
we used to jump off your roof onto that trampoline.
yeah, we
like
did.
shit could have been way worse.
Yeah, y'all were dangerous.
Oh, that's
we
that
never
problem
really
is when
got
you
hurt
skate,
that bad.
like
You get
it
used to
requires
risks.
a lot of dexterity and shit. So then you think you're like a fucking cat ninja and you can do anything. So it's like, yeah, I
And
can
you
jump
probably
off
were
that whatever.
well,
more
onto-
likely a cat
Yeah,
ninja than
and I
you were now,
remember we both spent like a day, and I think we both succeeded because we got it so you could also kind of climb the bars on mine that had the net. And remember, we would try and jump off the roof, and the other one would time it right to double bounce the person that came off the roof. That way you could jump
Back
over
onto
the
the-
net.
Onto the ground?
Yeah, no, I think we were trying to go. No, we couldn't have gone back to the roof. We must have been just going to the ground.
Yeah, you're right.
But back then, we
Yeah,
used to
exactly
just
right.
like, I mean, we were so used to that from skating. We would just jump off my house onto the ground all the time. Like, that's how we got down. We would just jump off. Like,
All
I
right.
mean, you just get
That's
used
awesome.
to it. And especially you just roll when you hit the ground, you
Yeah.
know, shock absorption.
John's taught me how to
Yeah,
jump
so-
off high places properly.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I don't remember doing that. It was dumb, but we never really got hurt.
No. Worst we got was just the cops came when we shot fireworks off the roof. That was it.
I shot fireworks out while jumping on the trampoline, too.
Yeah, we did.
Fun time.
Anyways, y'all want to round the show off with something else? What, y'all got anything else?
What time is it? How long have we been going?
I don't know. How long we been going?
Yeah,
54
Oh,
minutes.
about there, yeah. That was quick.
I was just gonna say, like, I mean, did you guys do anything cool for Christmas or anything?
I
I've
get
been-
real down around the holidays.
Your
So
stories
no.
are always so depressing.
Yeah, it
Sean.
just sucks. I tried to get my estranged brother to call my mom. I did the creepy Facebook message after like 6 years.
Did he say anything to you?
No, so then I wrote his wife.
Oh.
I was like, hey,
Going to where the power is.
yeah.
yeah, I was like, hey, could you like, I don't know you and I've never met you, and like, I don't think my mom will ever see this baby or this episode, but they're gonna have a baby, and I haven't told my mom about it because
Oh.
like she'd get really. So it's like really like
So,
a terrible ecosystem working
did
there.
you,
shit.
did you have any bad blood with this estranged brother, or is
No,
it just your
no,
mom?
just
Okay.
he and my late brother that was his younger brother.
Yeah.
And they're like my half brothers.
Yeah.
And so he passed away. The younger brother passed away, and he was just like,
I'm out.
I'm out.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so like I wrote his wife, and
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I don't know why he like is weird and like won't talk to us anymore, but could you like tell her to just call my mom? And she wrote back, and she was like, yeah, he said he doesn't want to talk to you guys ever again, and as
Holy shit.
and as his wife, I have to respect that. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe
Merry fucking Christmas.
Yeah, I was like, hey, well, maybe I'll find out someday what it is that we did. And she was like, oh yeah, it's fine. We're gonna name the baby Kelsey after my late brother. And I was like, thanks for telling me that. That's great. Because I'm never gonna talk to you guys ever again.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know, it sucks.
God damn,
That's
dude.
crazy.
And so like I was pretty down about the holidays, but I had a good time at my mom's, and
That's
the
cool.
in-laws got me. I got one of those mini drones. Not like
Oh,
not like
yeah?
the
You got, like,
helicopters,
the
but
mall
like-
drones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like a micro one. But more importantly, I got a masculine jewelry box.
Nice.
I have no jewelries. I don't smoke cigars.
Yeah.
But I got like this. I got this really nice box with
No,
like
it's a
compartments
keepsake
in it.
box. You get a
Sean,
shit
you can-
that's important to you. You put your VIP passes for like cons and shit in them and make you feel special.
I've got all my VIP passes. I'm gonna
Yeah, they
frame
make you
them.
feel
later.
special.
What'd you do for Christmas?
Oh man, well the actual day, because I went and met a new lady friend's parents, because I've just been stress testing that entire relationship. That's what I told her. I was like, we just gonna have a stress test, like, or we can get everything out of the fucking way.
That's great.
So far it's pretty good.
She
Yeah,
passed the friends
had to
test.
play with a fucking like a 4-year-old girl for like hours, and figured out that
Damn,
I'm
that's
actually
rough.
good at
That's-
that. It made me think about Kira a lot. Like the whole time I was like, I should be closer to Kira. Like I had this weird maternal thing inside, and then I walked away, and then she like started riding a bike and fell over and cried, and I was like, oh wait, no.
Yeah, I was.
No, but that's why you get to be the cool Uncle
Yeah.
Sam. Then
Yeah.
you get to do
I'm gonna
exactly
show her-
that.
I'm gonna show her all
you get
the
to
dope
have fun
trampoline
and do all
tricks.
these cool things.
That's
and then
kinda
it's
what
just
I
like,
like.
oh, she's crying. Dad, that's your problem.
Yeah, I don't know. The girl was just like, we went to the park with like her and her parents and stuff because we were walking because she got a bike for Christmas, and then she was just like, I want you to help, and I was like, why? She's like, hold my hand while I walk across this thing, like help me on the monkey bars. I was like, okay, fine. And I'm just like looking at their parents, and they're just sitting over there like,
Oh, he's such a good
Yeah.
catch.
no. It was the little girl's parents, which is like her cousin, and he's like 28 and like a really like kind of the modern good old boy. They're really nice, fun.
Yeah, but not like the
curse a lot.
sexist piece of shit.
No,
kind.
no.
Yeah,
He was
yeah. I'm a good
he
old
was,
boy.
He
That's
was-
awesome. That's awesome.
The nice one though. Is it?
Okay.
He was a lot like Kirk, which made it funny.
Oh, okay, yeah, got it.
His kid would fall over and be like sad, and he would just be like, "No, no, that shit around here. We don't cry." Like,
How are the parents?
they were fine. They were nice. Yeah, I mean, they like me, so it's easy.
Awesome.
Sam and I both have had the ability to like always win over parents.
Yeah.
I don't remember a single time like when going, meeting the parents that they were just like, "Oh, he's so nice," and like, "You don't know what I'm gonna do."
Well,
I
especially
haven't really met parents that I had a bad time with
Yeah,
either
in
until
my-
I found out like I was doing stuff with their daughters. And it
yeah.
wasn't cool.
Well, in my
Catch you in
situation,
the act.
Yeah.
which is actually apparently funny. I got a story about that. But in my situation too, a lot of my experience has been dating, like, I guess what you say are like alternative women, colored hair and tattoos and stuff.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
a lot of that in my past.
They're
and
not
usually,
a fucking radio station.
Well, no,
Sam.
but still, like that's that's what I mean by it. I'm saying like people like that who, in my experience, I show up in nice clothes and a blazer, and they've never seen that because every other boy that their daughters brought home has just been like a grungy turd.
Oh, right.
So I roll up.
Not a classy
like,
grungy
I
turd like
roll up-
yourself.
Yeah, I know, but I roll up like business casual. I'm like, "Hi, I'm an adult, and like I have a job and a car and a good life," and they're like, "What?
Yeah.
Fuck."
Yeah.
So yeah. What was I gonna say in a second?
You got a story about the parents.
So on that one though, one thing, and thank God I didn't have to deal with it, but when we left, they made mention of it because she had ordered some like skimpy like Santa kind of lingerie stuff, like the red lacy white stuff,
Uh-huh.
but she paid with her PayPal, which
So it
actually
went to her
went
parents'
to her
house?
parents, and her
Did they
dad
wrap it?
opened it. No, her dad opened it and knew what it was, and so she went back in to get that, and then I got like I didn't really know, and then so on the way out they were like, I was like, all
Look at
right,
Sean's
like
face.
goodbye, and then they were like, have a good time, and their dad was like, I'm sure he will, and then I found out like that kind of shit about it. I was like,
Nice.
oh, well that's not awkward. So I mean they know.
like how far
Yeah.
was it? Like like regular could pass as regular lingerie, or did she order it from like hohoho.com?
No, it wasn't like it didn't have like a slit for the vagina
Okay,
or
good.
nothing. Like it was
Yeah.
pretty. It was pretty much. As far as it was just small and lacy and had the white fuzzy stuff
Gotcha.
on it, very
Got it.
Clausian.
Stuff that like if she wasn't wearing panties, you'd see her vagina.
I think
Like that link.
Hold on.
No. Yeah, it's a G
It
stringy.
wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't like hanging.
Oh,
was
you're
like
thinking of a whole top thing.
Yeah.
Well, it
Sorry,
had a little.
I thought
yeah,
you just
no.
I thought you
No,
just
no, no,
uttered one of the dumbest statements
No,
of all
no,
time.
no,
She's
no,
like,
no,
if she's
yes,
not
yeah.
wearing panties, you could see her vagina.
No,
It's
no,
like,
no.
Yeah, but
That's how it
you're
works.
right. You're right. It had the little teddy thing with the bow
Okay.
that ties
Yes,
the front.
yeah,
It
that's
did
what I
go-
was
It
thinking.
was longer
Same page.
down to the hips, but
Okay.
came up. So you're right there.
Yeah, we're on the same page
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. So there's that. Also, I've been trying to learn the basics of woodworking, which has been a pain in the fucking ass. Let me tell
really?
you.
Why?
Yeah.
Did she do woodworking?
No, not at all. But I really like furniture a lot, and then so I've been doing it.
Yes, of course. It's finally come. But that must be a horrible moral conflict to you. To create the thing to be lazy on, you have to put in effort.
Nah, cause it's just like I can chill in my garage. Like I could chill in the garage and like have a cigarette and listen to music and a glass of scotch and use a circular saw, which you're not supposed to
You
do.
know I took woodworking, right?
No, I
Before
didn't.
welding.
But yeah, so I've been making a desk. It's going along swimmingly, except for one of my fucking batteries on my circular saw is now defective. It looks like.
You make it like at your parents' house? You've been crafting it for a while?
No, I have a garage at the apartment. So,
No way,
yeah,
really?
Yeah, so I just have everything out there. I'll have it finished by next week. I'll bring a picture of it by next week.
Awesome.
You're making a wood desk like for
Yeah.
your computer and stuff?
I don't even really need it because I already have a really nice desk that I'm not going to lose because I have an L-shaped desk.
Yeah.
And Austin has a matching one, so like it looks really dope in our apartment
It
because they're
does.
matching
You,
desks.
you enter the command center.
Yeah, of course. In that
so I'm
dining
making
area
one
where you
for,
had your computer
yeah,
when I came over the
yeah,
one time?
so I'm making one for my room, which I don't actually plan on ever using, but I thought it was a good project and it would
Well, like a
teach me
desk
a lot
is a good
about
place
it.
to start. It's
Yeah, so-
the shapes are pretty easy.
Yeah, so yeah,
Stain
a
it.
lot of squares and rectangles and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, so yeah, do that. It'll be fun.
It's awesome. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, hopefully I'll finish tomorrow or maybe the next day.
The
I've been
biggest pain in
staining
the
and shit.
ass is the lacquering and
Did
staining.
you say stain in the ass?
The
I
biggest stain
said
in the
pain,
ass,
but
yeah.
sure. Yes, you got it. And that was good. Yeah, but dude, that was the worst part of woodworking for me, because it's like once you finally get it all, it's like, well, then you gotta glue it, and then you fucking crank the clamps, and then leave them there forever.
Yeah.
And then like it's like, okay,
Well, it's a little
everything's
newer.
good. Now
Like,
it's
I mean-
like, all right, like it's taken shape. I want to use it, and it's like, oh no. You got about like 6 days. It's like lacquer.
Wow.
It's like stain the shit out of it. And you're like,
A
okay.
lot different now.
It's
lot
different now?
different now. Hey,
You don't have to do like multiple coats
clamps
over
are
days.
like gun triggers now, and the stain. I bought what is supposed to be a pretty popular good stain, dries in an hour.
What the fuck?
Nice.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
you're supposed to like let it sit for a little more than that,
Yeah.
but you can do a new layer of the stain every hour. And it's
Oh,
pretty
that's
much
awesome.
dry, and then but you're supposed to wait like an additional hour before you put the
lacquer
or the polyurethane on. And that dries in an hour and a half, so it doesn't take that much more time. No.
Wow.
And
It
plus
might have
the
also been
clamps are
because I was in
gung, gung, gung.
school at the time, and I had a very limited window to work on this.
Yeah. So
But yeah.
Dude, you need to make some wood shit for everybody.
I wish I would have started earlier so I could have made people Christmas gifts and
That'd be
shit,
great.
but
Bunch of little
I
wooden.
just started because it was like I had the time off. We got a little Christmas bonus, and I was like, and I had extra money from. Can't remember what the fuck. I think maybe I was just saving
turning
money.
tricks.
Yeah, probably. It's probably just an extra savings account I had, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna use that.
Bruce has diabetes.
What?
I spent my whole.
Man, you could have just dropped
I
that
saw-
on us at the end. It's like, oh, woodworking, that's great. My dog has a disease.
Thank God we got a little Christmas bonus because I spent all of it on
Oh,
diabetes for Bruce.
That's a bitch, man.
Diabruces?
Diabruces, yep.
I tried
He
to
was
make.
pissing all
I don't know
over
why
the
I tried to make it cute.
It's
I'm sorry.
fine. He was pissing all over the place. So we took him to the hospital. My veterinarian is an Australian man named Dr. Bone.
That
He's
is-
like, Bruce is a good
That-
he
boy.
doesn't even
that
need to change for
can't-
porn.
That
Bruce is
can't
a-
be
yeah.
fucking real.
It is.
His
It is.
last name is Bone, and
Yeah.
he's a vet.
Yeah, it's real. It just it's real.
I know.
But he's like, Bruce is a good guy. He's a sweet little beastie. You know.
Oh,
It's
he
like-
sounds like a great dude.
He's awesome. He's awesome. And like we had to, I told Chelsea, I was like, I could not be a parent because if I had a sick kid, because like I just felt wrecked because of Bruce. I was like, no, my boy Bruce, got to give him insulin. If it was like a human being, I'd be like, I don't know how to do it. But yeah, we got to give him insulin shots every day while he doesn't feel shit though. He
Yeah.
doesn't care.
See, that's the
He's just like food, and then you shoot him. He's like whatever.
yeah.
But damn, Bruce, insulin.
that's
man.
so sad.
On
Bruce
what
diabetes?
Diabruces?
Diabruces.
Diabruces. That might be where we end today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I told you, all of your stories are sad.
I'm sorry.
Is it really like? Goddamn, I want to like just find like the happiest people in the world and I just want to throw you into a vat of puppies.
No, I mean like,
Like,
it was definitely the
without
worst time for
diabetes.
Bruce
Yeah.
to get diabetes. Cause
Yeah. Well,
You're
or
trying
the
to-
best time because you had the money to
yeah,
pay for it.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, as fate would have it.
Well, check your dogs, everybody.
Yep.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.